Hey everybody, Karyn Bryant here for MMA Heat, talking with Yancy Medeiros, who very clearly is fighting this weekend. That's why he's in the sauna right now. How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great, man. Ready. I'm ready for Saturday. Just doing a little extra weight cut. I got a lot of energy, so just putting it in more work
I'm
to get ready
excited.
for Saturday.
Yeah, well, this is so great. So I have a lot of questions for you, but and I'm working this weekend, so I'm totally psyched I'll be there. First and foremost, Yancy, why have you been so inactive? Because I know it can't be by choice. I know you're a guy that wants to go in there and scrap. So how come we only saw you fight once last year, once the year before?
Yeah, it's a really good question, and honestly, I can't really put the company out on blast, but there's a lot of political reasons that I couldn't fight, and it got settled, and I have really good relationship with a couple people from the company, and I don't want to put any bad names out, but it was a political reason. It passed through, and I'm able to represent my islands, my team, and myself again, and I'm happy I'm back on board.
Good, good, good.
Yeah,
Well,
I
now,
mean, and besides getting ready and realigning myself,
yeah.
and I was not happy with my last performance on my fight, so I really needed to work on myself. No excuses. I had a lot of things that I worked around, and I just pushed through. So I was like, okay, I fought a specialist,
Yeah.
went back to the drawing board, and I just readjusted. And unfortunately, time didn't work out for me in wanting to fight earlier in the year, and I just got pushed back to now. So
Okay.
no excuse, no complaints though. I'm here, I'm happy, and I'm healthy.
Well, the great thing about that is it's only early February. You could fight
Yeah.
multiple times.
I want a busy year. I want a busy year.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, which is great. And so now you just brought up the specialist, and of course that's Gregor Gillespie. The thing about losing to somebody like a specialist, especially in Gregor's case, he did that to everybody up until he got knocked out, right? So
Yes. Yes.
that's the thing, right? So what do you learn from that though, right? Because he's clearly such a great wrestler. Um,
Yes.
so what do you do when you go back to the gym?
Well, I feel I lost that fight because of lack of preparation.
Okay.
He's a specialist, and I felt, I take these fights. I'm like 4 or 5 week notice. I'm like, yes, give me the fight.
Right.
And obviously, I learned that lesson. When you fight in UFC, it's either you're really great at everything or you're gonna be a specialist at something, right? And
Yeah.
that's obvious. Damian Maia, Gregor Gillespie, all these guys that are specialists,
Right.
Khabib, they're specialists at what they do.
Yeah.
So I think it's paramount to have optimal preparation, and I feel like I needed better preparation for that specialist. So no excuses, man. He came with the game plan. He did his thing.
Right.
I'm gonna do my thing Saturday, February 15th.
Well, the great thing is too, and especially I got to be honest with you. Sometimes when you see something that Sean or Mick puts together, you're like, yes, right, and you can't
Yeah,
wait,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then other times you're like, wrestler versus striker. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so you
yeah.
want strikers. So now you have Lando
Yeah.
Vannata. This is a guy that, like, to me, this is a fight of the night candidate. This has like, take my money now. What are you expecting from this matchup?
Man, all I've heard was he's like me. He's just the white version of me. Super nice, super cool, and he's groovy. I can see it in him. He's got some groove, but this Hawaiian is going to boogie, and he's smooth. I'm going to show that, man.
Nice. Well, that's the
But
thing.
yeah, I mean, looking forward to the fight. I know he's going to give his all, and that's like, that brings the best out of me when they give me their heart. Like, I'm full of love and aloha. He's going to get all of that
Nice.
Saturday.
I love that. All of that. Well, the thing about Lando is he's not necessarily a specialist, but you could argue that he's a specialist at unconventional stuff, right? So,
yeah.
how do you prepare
Yes.
for that?
I mean, just study, more studying, more preparation. I learned preparation is key.
Yeah.
Prep. Watch tendencies,
Right.
sharpen your weaknesses, and just make sure. I mean, win or lose after my last fight,
Yeah.
still would have been the same. I still would have not been content. I still always looking to get better, right? And that's the thing. It's like the wheel never stops rolling. I'm always trying to prosper. I'm always trying to better myself, and obviously losses needs to be turned into lessons. So
Yeah.
like I said, he's groovy and he's sporadic, but like I said, this Hawaiian can boogie. I'm going to show you that.
Well, I love it, and I love your enthusiasm. You just bring so much passion for what you do, and just passion for life in general, which is.
The feeling is mutual, Karyn.
Well, thank you.
I just feed off of the energy.
Well, thank you. But it is interesting for you. Like you've had some incredible fights in the UFC, right? Like your fight with Oliveira is like
Yeah.
The most ridiculous thing. So I feel like if somebody hasn't seen you before, I would tell them to watch that fight, but I don't know what you would say. Like, is the
Yeah.
definitive Yancy fight?
I mean, I love bonuses, but fight of the night is always like we both got our ass beat. You know what I mean?
Right,
It's like, oh,
right.
it's a war, man. Preferably aiming for performance of the night, but I'm always there. This is a business of entertainment. I'm there to entertain,
Yeah.
and I'm there to get my heart out there, and I think that's what I'm always going to show. And I just need to know how to dictate my emotions and get in there and implement my plan.
Right. Well, that makes sense. Well, speaking of emotions, we also, if I'm being honest with you, Yancy, we've used you on the broadcast as the cautionary tale for when you fight Cowboy, right? Everyone's like, yo, don't be his friend, right? And you got to go in there and, like, don't be his friend. Because you saw what happened to Yancy. And, like, everybody uses that. So, like, I mean, you guys are buddies now. I mean, you are friends, though. So what was that like?
Too. It's great. I mean, but it's the opposite too. Like, I have a lot of fans that come up to me like, "Bye, Yancy, you're so, like, it's good, but you're so nice. Like, you gotta. Sometimes you're a little bit too nice." And I'm like, "Thank you, but I appreciate that. Show me how it's done when you get there."
That's
right?
good.
Because it takes a lot. It takes a lot to get in there, and I ain't paying your bills. So to get in that octagon takes all the emotions. Some people like Nate's the mugger. I'm a hugger. Right, it's always like that, and I can come in there and smile and do my work,
right?
And that's what it is. Like, I'm never gonna change. My profession will never dictate my personality.
I love hearing that. And I have to think too that after the fight that Cowboy had with Conor, like, what do you make of that? Because you guys are friends, and people are saying he quit and he did this and he did that, and it's so hard when you see a friend of yours getting, like, dragged over the coals or something.
Same thing, man. Everybody has an opinion. Show me how it's done when you get there. Like, it's just you're not there, man. You're not paying his bills. You're not walking his lines. I mean, it takes a lot, Karyn. From just getting in front of a camera in anything, from speaking to competing. It takes a lot mentally, emotionally, and it's just McGregor did his thing. Unfortunately, Cowboy didn't do his thing, but it is what it is. He's happy. He's in good spirits, and that's the main thing. He's healthy.
Good.
Right? As much as we go to war, it's always in the end like we're healthy human beings and go back home to our family. Right? As much as I want to finish you and I hope you can go home to your family.
Right.
Happy and full of aloha.
Nice. Well, everyone, I love it, and that is the perfect summation. And that's the thing. It's the people who know and the people who know the thing are like. The day that Cowboy quits, you'll be like, really, dude?
Yeah,
so,
come on. And like, you really think he's been fighting 7 times a year? You think you really wanted to quit? Like, come on.
Come on.
So it's just,
come on.
Like I said, everybody has their opinions, right? And it's just, pay his bills. Right. Feed his kids. Right. Who am I to judge? I just observe.
Absolutely.
And I hope for the best.
Absolutely. Well, listen, Yancy, I know you're cutting before, and I feel a little bit bad about asking you this because you are cutting weight, but so eating a lot less meat these days, and I'm curious what your favorite, like, recipe is, or your favorite thing, because I find the hardest part about it is, finding something that, like, has that mouthfeel or whatever, right? That feels yeah. So I'm trying jackfruit. I'm trying, like, all this stuff, and I am digging
the texture, that right texture you're looking for.
Right.
Yes.
Well, what's your favorite thing then?
I honestly, like, I really love kalo.
Yeah.
Kalo is like poi. It's like it's a Hawaiian root that all the Hawaiians eat. I just spice it up a lot. I'm all into spices, and kalo, it's a part of the potato family.
Okay.
Everybody in Hawaii knows what kalo is, taro is, and poi. They turn into poi.
Okay.
It's that purple thing. I don't know if you're into Hawaii. It's that poi. It looks like mush
I've had
or whatnot.
Poi, yeah.
Right, but I like to spice it up with seasoning and whatnot. That's probably my favorite thing. Oh, and ice cream.
All right.
Vegan ice cream. Coconut ice cream, man. Never enough sweets for me.
Oh, yeah, you got a sweet tooth, huh?
Yes.
All right. Well, listen,
I mean, but
days away from getting it, right?
Yes. Oh, man, counting the days. Like, cut's not hard. It's just keeping on to what's I'm like a NASCAR, right? You're not gonna put 87 octane in NASCAR. Ain't gonna put 87 octane in the tank, right? They're gonna put the highest quality fuel, and that's what I need to do. So I'll be eating what I need to eat after the fight.
Very.
Oh, and mochi crunch. If you don't know what that is, look into it. That's my all-time favorite snack.
Okay, all right.
Mochi crunch.
I'll look into it. Oh, the pirate booty, the booty crunch, pirate booty crunch.
It's called mochi crunch. It's a Hawaii Asian dish, and they put it in with popcorn like at the movies. So if you go to Hawaii, they'd be like popcorn and mochi crunch. That's the two combinations in Hawaii, and mochi crunch is my all-time favorite.
All right.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna send you a text and be like, "This is my stuff, Karyn."
All right, cool. Well,
I have it.
I'm
Like
more
I
than
brought
happy
it
to
from
have
home. I'm waiting to finish my fight so I can eat it.
Exactly. Well, that was my next question is for you, how would this fight end for you? And do you have somebody in mind to call out when you get the mic?
Man, that's the thing. Like I've never had that point in calling someone out.
Yeah.
Like I always feel like I'm just ready to fight whoever, and that's where I have my management. They help me with putting me in the right direction, because it's me. I don't want to take it personal. I have goals, and my goal is to get to the top. That's it, you know. And it's just calling someone out. I feel like it's like a personal. For me, it's like a personal thing. Like I just want to fight the best, right? And I need to prepare for it well.
Right.
Like my last fight, I learned from that. I was like, I want to fight the best. He's on a roll. He's on it. Preparation is key, and that's the thing. Like I'm just always looking for the finish. Business and entertainment, Karyn. We need to. I hate hearing the crowds boo.
I know.
Yeah, as much as I want to be safe, I hate hearing the crowds boo. So I'm gonna go in there and give all my heart.
Who has ever? But I can't. You've never been in a boring fight though. Like I don't understand who boos you.
In general, like it's just in general.
Okay.
You want to see a fight boo? I'm it ain't gonna be me. I'm pushing forward. You know, just
right.
And if I hear it, I'm like, it just gives me a little tick in the back of my head. Right. I'm like, come on, bro.
Nice. Well, I appreciate that. And like I said, I've already said this. I think you guys are a candidate for fight of the night. When you look at this matchup on paper, it just says that right there. I'm psyched that I'm working this one, and
I'm psyched that I get to see you again.
Yeah.
Always good vibes.
It's going to be awesome. Well, Yancy, I'm hoping maybe I can get you for a couple more minutes to play around in no wrong answers, where I'm going to just ask you some random stuff.
Yep.
But for now, thank you so much, and best of luck against Lando.
Thank you, Karyn.